Welcome back to Pontos Fathom Hobbies, your stop for board games, tabletop playthrough, and miniature painting. We are playing Season 11, Episode 3 of Joan of Arc. Specifically from the Apocalypse expansion set, we are doing the scenario of the Mark of the Beast. This is part of a series that we've been doing. We're doing this as a kind of a campaign. So we started out with the Child from Reliquary. We did St. Michael and the Dragon. We did the Sabbath. We did the four Horsemen of the Apocalypse last month. We're on Mark of the Beast. We're going to be doing Leviathan next month. I will show you some, if you make it through the end of this video, I'm going to show you some previews of the paint through that we're going to do. So yeah, so let's watch through episode 2. I'll do a quick recap of turn 1, and then we'll jump right into turn number 3. Before we do, quick shout out to Pontos Fathom Press. We've got Artificial Psychology of Desiring Machines. Now more than ever, cutting edge thinking about the future of AI. Something interesting. August Moldenhauer's got this idea of artificial psychology. You can check those out. If you're a Cthulhu fan, we've also got Balsamo's Disclosure from the Necronomicon Fragment 3-volume set, Alchemy of Azathoth, live in theaters, I was going to say. Live in the bookstore. Check out the link. There's something for everyone. You can also check us out and check some of those books out in our Patreon. We've got digital copies of Genealogy of Cthulhu for as little as $1. You can go over there and check out more board game content and paint through schedules, some inside baseball from there. And behind the scenes, we've been working on, as you guys know, an Eldritch Horror mod since the pandemic. So I've really fallen behind on that one. But definitely looking to get that one out, and I'm going to post my progress over in the Patreon. So go check that out in the links below. As usual, liking and subscribing here on YouTube or Rumble or on Odyssey. Throw us some libraries, throw us some rumbles, give us your thumbs up, give us a comment, respond to all the comments. So thanks a lot for your support. Let's jump into turn 3. So we are going to get our activation tokens, 4 activation tokens this round. We'll check out our War Council cards. Oh, good. We got 3 experience points. I think we're going to divvy those out right away. So we're going to take those 3 experience points for each side. Let's get into using some of our special features. We also have these power tokens that we can burn up. We've got Invincible, and I think the Antichrist also has supernatural strengths, so those will help. Initiative first round goes to the Unholy Player with the Antichrist and the Beast on the board. Let me show you this angel that we've got. We got this angel on the board. We've got lots of these miniature paint through videos if you guys want to go check them out. These are extra fun to paint. Yeah. So, okay, so let's jump into it. So first off, I'm going to have the activation for the Beast again. I believe I can just stomp this. Move these off. These are not activated anymore. Did not clean up from last round. I think I can stomp into this space. Let me just check on that. I will also move these guys up. But I think because I like this corruption idea, I'm going to make another unholy space. So I can save this one here. I'm going to move the Antichrist to this space. But again, I want to check out the rule that if I can use a pentacle, yeah, I'm going to create a pentacle space, and now I'm going to start to make a portal, a teleport portal, I believe. I think that might be a fun way to go. So we'll have a pentacle here. I will move our figure to, yeah, here's our first pentacle. I'm going to move both of these to this pentacle space. So you see we've blocked in these guys here. We have these activated here. I will spend another activation to do that pentacle. This becomes a teleport portal. So we've got our first corrupted human there. So let's get into the attack. And I will also do another fire attack on this space. I believe that the fire attack damage, I needed to do a fire attack check. I forgot to do a fire attack check on this space. So let's just resolve that now before I go any further. So for the fire attack, for the fire check, during the camp phase, after casualties check, move tree, bush, stakes, and barricades. Each unit suffers 1 red die attack roll and cannot roll in defense. And place a damage token on the building. So I need to place 1 damage token on the building. So we've got this church has 1 damage token. And then each of our players get 1 die attack without any defense. So we get 1, 2 attacks. So that will take these guys and these guys back to the infirmary. And then I'll have to roll their... so we're kind of backtracking into turn 2, guys. Sorry for that. But so yeah, this fire token actually causes damage during the last round. So let's just roll the tests on those guys. We've got a rally and we've got a dead. So we've killed these guys here. These guys get to rally back here. And, sorry, these guys get to rally back. So I got the wrong die. So they can rally back. And then we can use the activation on their turn. But these will now be transformed into, I'll have them become gargoyles. So this becomes a gargoyle piece instead. And they will be recruited let's just have them rally, this sounds crazy, but into this open space. So they're actually going to be the enemies right in this space. Right, so they've got a gargoyle now among them. So these guys are in a rally point with the enemies, but they've got gargoyles right in them. And I suppose I should throw an activation in there as well. So we'll throw that activation for them. That'll use up all of our activations. Now we're in turn 2. So we got another corruption. That's another experience point, victory point for the unholy player. So they're up to 2 victory points. Let's go ahead and do our attacks. So the Antichrist player will attack these peasants. Antichrist player is able to just target 1 die roll. And they can spend a power token. If they roll a shield, which they do, they automatically turn these guys. Let's make these into, just make them into, just to make it easier, we'll just make them into plague bearers, right? So just turn these guys to plague victims instead. So now we've got these forces are among them. We'll do the same for the for these knights at arms that we converted last time. Let's just make them into plague victims. And this makes it easier for us to manage it. Right, so these guys are among them. So you can see how the forces of corruption are just emerging within the troops. This is such a cool power. We have to discard this token. That's fine. So again, let's do another fire attack onto this space. He can roll 1 die red. And he can aim his fire attack, let's say at the mounted bowman. So the mounted bowmen do get a attack against the range attack. So that's a black die. The beast gets a red die. He does get the mounted bowman. They do get attacked, so they're going to move to the infirmary. And we'll see how they fare. But we also get to launch a second fire token. Now his fire battery is sort of burnt out, but we get to do fire damage again at the end of the turn. So this is devastating for these guys. We can set our peasants to put out this fire to stop taking damage to the church. But you can see the beast is doing this fire damage here. Let's go ahead and have the beast. Beast has attacked. The Antichrist has attacked. This Devourer has not attacked. So let's give the Devourer an attack. And the Devourer will target, let's have him target the mounted gentry. Mounted knight, gentry knights. So they get a block of, it's a red versus a black. And they block it. Let's also have the gargoyles attack the angel. The angel gets 2 black. The gargoyles get a yellow, but a yellow is a rout. A blank is a rout. They get a wound and a sword, so they do cause the angel 1 damage. angel goes to the infirmary. So that is that. Okay, and that's going to do it for the unholy player. Let's quickly jump into the holy player. Let's have these mounted gentry attack these gargoyles. So mounted gentry will be black and a red. The gargoyles have a defense of a black. And they are damaged, so they go to the infirmary as well. In the infirmary, let's also have the crossbowmen fire at the plague bearers. Crossbowmen get so I kind of like this dynamic, right? It's like we have to keep fighting, like our own men have turned against us, right? And now we have to fight them. So I think this is pretty cool. So crossbowmen are going to fire into the plague victims. They get they can cancel a wound. So let's try to go for a kill here. And we miss. So no effect. And let's also have the peasants attacking the plague bearers as well. Plague bearers get no attack, so let's give them the attack here. They get to block those wounds, so blocked. Okay, and then finally, let's have our, these were activated, sorry, these got activated, and these get activated, and these get activated. Let's have our peasants put out the fire. So the peasants are able to put out this fire, so our church is not going to take any more damage. Let's have our peasants will attack, our crossbowmen will attack the beast. Crossbowmen with red, red, black, black. Two shields blocked. Let's have our mounted gentry also attack. So mounted gentry knights, a red and a black versus 2 black. And we are able to get another damage in from them to the beast. He's up to 5 damage points out of 14, so he's broken into single digits now. Let's also have our peasants in this space try to put out the fire as well. And they're able to put this fire out as well. So that's going to do it for that. Lastly, do we have Executioner will try to attack those plague victims. Executioner is actually the saint. Actually, let's have him, instead of attacking, let's have him call down his angel. We'll bring another angel onto the board. So he can use another activation to summon destructive angel. That'll be this angel. Here's another angel we will deploy, and this will be deployed here. And we'll give that destructive angel an attack as well. The destructive angel, once per round when attacking, containing a terrain element, turn 1 start into a, okay, there's not a terrain element there. But we're going to do 2 attacks versus 2. And blocked by the beast. Okay, so that's going to do it for the round. Let's do our casualties. We get a angel goes into here. Let's check out our bowmen. Killed. The bowmen become our first spectral knights. So these are our mounted bowmen. And we will swap them for 2 spectral mounted specters. So now they're 2 mounted specters instead. And we'll place those on this rally point right here. Let's put them right here because we can activate them right within the forces. And then finally the gargoyles, they go into the waiting as well. Okay, so that's going to be that. Put this dice back. Okay, we're going to move into round 4. Thank you guys for watching. I told you we're going to do a quick preview. You guys have seen our Leviathan Our Leviathan will come in the Leviathan gameplay. It's our next game, so we'll be playing this guy. Pretty cool mini. And then we'll also be showing you, I'll show you the unpainted minis for some of the other figures in round 4. So we'll talk to you guys in the next round. Click ahead, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.